Continuing with the air tightening, let's go over air tightening again. When you have a chromatic harmonica, any junction of two parts can be a source of leakage. So in this case, the comb wasn't totally flat. So we sanded it using a sanding block. And the underside of this had horrible scratches in it, but those were sanded out, okay? And that leaves us with these parts. This is a shouldered blank. It's a blank with shoulders, and then the bottom blank goes here, okay? And there is a set distance that's created because the shoulders come and touch the flat blank, and in that gap runs the slide, okay? Now, oftentimes, the gap will be too big, and if that's the case, which is not the case here, but if that were the case, then I would have to go and sand down the shoulders a little bit all the way along with a stone. That's not too easy to do. In this case, it's just light corrosion on the underside here. This is perfectly flat from factory, so it doesn't need any work really, maybe wiping a little. But then the comb has a little roughness on it. So I have a dremel, and I have my goop, my mother's mag and aluminum polish. So let's just get to work, okay? We put the mag and aluminum polish here. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this guy alone because I think he's fine. The slide needs a little bit of help here. And the underside of the shouldered blank is going to need a little bit of help. But not a lot. I don't want to take off too much now, do I? No, I do not. So after I put the goop on, you start it here. So all the splatter will go inside the container here. And I'm just going to do a real quick run by on this, both sides, no big deal. It'll just smooth it just a little. That's it. And feel it smoothing up. That's it, okay? Then here, shoulder blank goes down. That's it, or the mechanized method. Then I'm going to take, just to kind of clean it up, I'm going to do this by hand, a rag, and I'm just going to get in, clean the corners out like this. Get that, whatever that dried saliva or whatever that corrosion is in there, get rid of it. So by hand, I'm really not doing much to cause any trouble here. If I'm light up on top, I can do that and not hurt anything too. Okay, so that's about all it takes, if you know. So now I've got a prepared shouldered blank. I have the slide is cleaned up. The flat blank is fine, and this one's in good shape. I can polish this a little bit. I mean, I suppose I could do that. It is a polish after all. If I want to make it a little shinier, but no big deal. Okay, so all these pieces now are completed, and they just need to be cleaned. Then I'm going to use a bench grinder to grind some of that rust off the screws, and put this instrument back together again. And